There aren't many people who I could talk to about these sort of experiences, but someone else who's grown up in the public eye is my on-screen adversary.
Scared Potter.
You wish. It's definitely a weird thing when you become aware that you account for a large part of somebody else's life who you don't know and who doesn't know you but who thinks they do. It's kind of hard to know what to do with that, because I think having an obsession with a character in a book and things, that's kind of fine. But when you're obsessed with somebody you don't know anything about.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing. I think that's one thing that's an important distinction. I'm very comfortable with people being obsessed with Harry Potter and being obsessed with those films. I'm less comfortable with people being obsessed with me.
Who's so prolific that from Dan alone, he's already amassed over 100 selfies and 250 signed items.
Brian's one of those people that you can't underestimate. When you first meet Brian, you're meeting him outside stage door and it's very rushed and he's asking you for pictures.
Yeah.
Brian is somebody who has turned what is essentially his hobby into his profession.
Rupert seemed to get a real kick out of it when I asked him. He was like, I absolutely love it.
Yeah. I mean, well, he loves what?
Being recognised and
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I was really surprised by that. I thought you were going to say, no, I've kind of had enough.
That is surprising.
Yeah, he said, no, I get a real kick out of it. And he reeled off many scenarios where he's ended up in someone's house or because they've asked for an autograph and they said, do you want to come for a cup of tea? And he can't say no, so he ends up, yeah.
Don't put that in the film, Tom.
Well, that's Rupert's.
Don't say to people that if you ask Rupert's autograph, he'll come round your fucking house.
It's actually a much more explicit story. I watered that down quite a lot, yeah.
God. There are very few people who are not affected by meeting somebody famous. Like, I am. I get really starstruck when I meet people.
Well,
and people have different reactions to meeting people famous, and then it normally means that they're either really, really nice, or very nervous, or want to make a joke, or want to be a dick, or there's a whole range of reactions that you can have.
One of the conventions was at San Diego Comic-Con. You went as
Spider-Man. I've done it a few times, actually, and it was nice to just, like, interact with people. So, like, a lot of people were asking me to stop and take photos, but not because it was me, just because of my cool costume, and that was weirdly cool. It is odd that, you know, in our lives it's much easier to be normal when you're dressed up as a Marvel character, but it's fun and it's true.
Well, I think, in hindsight, the Spider-Man outfit's probably better because I was just painting my face and people were looking.
People knew who you were.
Well,
then, like,
I don't think they did, no, but
okay.
because people are staring, you know, just because you're in costume,
yeah,
my natural instinct was like, oh my God, they know it's Draco.
Right. Yeah.
Why is Draco dressed up as the
Joker?
Yeah.
What, he's gone insane?
Yeah. When actually they probably were just looking at my awesome costume.
Yeah, I'm sure they were. If you're going to be obsessed with something, being obsessed with a series of books or films is pretty good.
Yeah.
Some people are obsessed with heroin. You know, like, so it's any, you know.
But that in a weird way, yeah.
It's anything, you know. It's something in your life that, like, other people think is weird and wrong and don't get, but it gives you meaning.
I'll upset the boss already. It was thoroughly awkward, to be honest with you. I felt like a bit of a tit.
If you were like a mad Star Wars fan who was getting a chance to do that with them, you'd probably have got bang into it.
So, there's a new arrival on the base. And yes, you won't be surprised to hear that it's causing quite the stir. Brand new Bluestone 4-2 is next tonight, here on 3.
Now you can turn the camera off. Turn it off.